starting in 3, 2, 1. Yo, what is up, everybody? Welcome back. Wow, okay. To Planet Geek TV episode number 13. Today is Independence Day. It's America Day.
Yeah, happy 4th of July, everybody.
I'm here with my co-host as usual, Noe Quintanilla and Robert Tubbs. How you guys doing?
Doing good. I ate a whole box of Fruity Pebbles today, and I feel like shit, but it's fine.
A whole box?
Yeah, I was really craving it. I haven't had cereal in a while, and I was like, you know what, I'm going all out. So,
What do you think is I actually had cereal today too, but not a whole fucking box. Damn.
hey, dude, don't judge.
Fruity
Don't
Pebbles.
judge.
So also, yeah, today's 4th of July, and there's fucking fireworks galore going on. So if you hear fireworks in the background or explosions in the background, they're fireworks. Yeah.
Or it's Tony's evil exes banging on his door.
Or that, that too.
Yeah.
So Fruity Pebbles, huh? Like,
Yeah.
So how do you eat a whole bowl of Fruity Pebbles? Because I would expect that you would have to eat it fast, because if they get soggy, then Fruity Pebbles are no longer good.
Well, that's when they're best, when they're soggy.
What?
Right?
Oh no, God, what? What are you saying?
Fuck yeah,
man?
dude. I'm
Soggy
saying I eat my Fruity
Pebbles?
Pebbles soggy.
Did you drink the milk?
Hell yeah!
Yeah, that's the best part. That milk is fucking
Yeah.
amazing. You don't like Fruity Pebbles, Robert?
He loves
I
them.
love Pebbles.
That's the only like fruity cereal I can eat. But anyways, we got a packed show for you guys today. We got Loki, we got Tomorrow War, and we got His House.
Yes, and welcome to episode 13, everybody.
We got to episode 13. I'm just gonna say that every time we get like another episode. We got to episode 15. We got
I
to
know you're
episode...
surprised every episode.
But yeah, let's get into it. What news we got this week?
Okay, so news of the week.
Yes.
Sinestro has been casted for the Green Lantern show by Tobias Menzies. I'm not familiar with him. He's famous from what's that dumb show y'all love? Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones, eh?
Yeah. No.
But
What's his name? Who does he?
Tobias Menzies. He's playing Sinestro.
Tobio. That doesn't sound familiar. Do you know who that is, Robert?
not offhand.
It's fine.
King
Just saying, Sinestro. He's been cast as Sinestro for the Green Lantern show.
Well, that's cool. If he comes from Game of Thrones, at least the actors were good.
Yeah, I mean, at least supposedly. But then Chris, this is a rumor, so forgive me if it's wrong, but it's been floating around. Chris Evans, who's Captain America, is supposedly reprising his role in an upcoming film. Don't know what. What do you think? It's a new Captain America movie that's supposedly Sam Wilson. He's gonna be old man Steve Rogers.
I don't know. Yeah, I'm guessing he'll be a Skrull somewhere. Maybe.
A Skrull.
Yeah, why not? He'll be a Skrull. Nobody knows that he got old. He just disappeared.
That's true.
So a Skrull could take his place,
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
you, Robert? What do you think?
I think it's gonna be something along the lines of him passing the mantle. That's probably.
He already passed the mantle.
He already passed the mantle.
I know, but it's gonna be him like either admiring or something like that. Probably like a slight cameo for Captain America.
Or what if he is a Skrull, right? He comes back and then like they have a little like teaser thing where it's Sam Wilson against Steve Rogers. Even though we know it's not gonna be the real Steve Rogers, he'll be a Skrull. But wouldn't that be cool to see?
Oh, that would be cool to see if
that'd
he
be
was a
fucking
Skrull.
dope.
That'd be conflicted,
Yeah.
right? Because everybody's like, "Oh, that's Captain America." No, wait, this is Captain America. Wait,
Yeah.
which one's the better Captain America? Which one's lying to us?
Which was the real America?
Imagine if that Skrull comes back and just like, "Hey, this guy fucking locked me away," Makes up this whole story.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm already writing for Marvel, dude. All right, I need to stop.
Oh, okay. And so this right here, this is what I've been saying for the longest, like I think since we started this podcast, and it's just another rumor, but this is the rumor, and I don't know, I'm fucking hyped. Terry Mcginnis, aka Batman Beyond, is rumored to appear in the Flash movie. So I'm fucking hyped. I don't know who's gonna play it. It might be Zac Efron. It's gonna be Zac Efron that plays Terry McGinnis.
What's with you and Zac
It
Efron?
can't be Zac Efron.
It's just
Why?
a fucking. I just like fucking off. Like I'm just gonna always say Zac Efron.
I just can't see him as Terry McGinnis. I can't.
Well, who can you see as Terry McGinnis in this new day and age?
Okay, let's see. We can get. Okay, I don't know. Michael Cera, dude. Michael Cera.
There you go, dude. Michael Cera. You're right, dude.
Oh
You
my
can fucking pull it off, man.
It's Terry McGinnis, dude. Hell yeah.
I don't know. I really don't know. Who
Yeah,
to
me
be.
either. I can't really.
I'd have to think about it. I'll give you an
Yeah,
answer next podcast.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
that's fine. But yeah, supposedly he's gonna be in the new Flash movie, so I'm hype about that shit, dude. I mean, I'm gonna watch it regardless, you know. But
It's Flash.
this makes
it's
me.
Flashpoint, you know. So you gotta.
Yeah,
watch it.
this is gonna be fucking dope. Like, what do you feel about that, Tony?
I'm fucking ecstatic. Like I'm gonna go see this day one. You know.
Yeah.
Let's go. So excited. This is. I mean, I'm not excited about the actor that plays Flash, but we'll see how he does.
Yeah, that's crazy.
He didn't have
You know,
much to
'cause-
work with in Justice League, so we'll see how the director directs him in this.
And supposedly he beats women. No, that was a joke. Sorry.
Can we not already? Are we
It's
already
a
on?
fucking joke. Shut up. Okay, besides that, this one, I just found this out, so Robert might help us a little bit more because he's hype about this.
Okay.
Star Wars Vision. Robert, can you tell us
So
more
it's-
about this?
I'm a huge fan of anthologies. So that being said, this is supposed to take place in the universe. It's gonna take, I believe, like certain character story background, something like that. But it's gonna be every episode's gonna be different. There's gonna be no correlation. And the best part of it is it's gonna be anime style, not animation, actual anime. And it looks fucking amazing. It's gonna be on Disney Plus, coming here in the next couple of months. So.
Oh wow. We'll definitely have to check that out.
It looks badass, dude. It looks really good. It's not the animation that you hate as we discussed Genshin Impact. It's
How can you watch this and not watch fucking Bad Batch? What's wrong with you?
Because first things first, it's not CG animated. It's anime. Secondly, it just looks fucking. Go look at it and you'll see. You'll see what I'm talking about.
All right, I'll have to check it out because this is the first time I'm hearing about it.
Yeah,
also,
me too.
tad end of the news is that Spider-Man trailer is coming real soon and it's gonna blow your fucking minds. You just wait, dude. You just wait. It's either gonna premiere during thinking like the NBA finals since Disney owns ABC and that's where the finals are played. So it's free advertisement there, right? If it explodes. But I can almost guarantee you that it'll be either the night of Black Widow or like a day or two before Black Widow. Or maybe they'll fucking blow our minds. It'll be tomorrow morning.
That'd be pretty crazy.
I heard a rumor that
We'll say it.
it's supposed to be the Venom version of Tobey Maguire's character.
That's what? No.
Wait,
no.
what do you?
Yeah, remember when he was having Venom inside him and he was like going to fucking town with everybody with that badass mojo that he had? That's the Spider-Man we're supposed to get from that universe.
What?
Really? Is that the rumor?
Yeah, it's a rumor I literally just made up right now.
Oh, okay, that makes more
Jesus,
sense.
I fucking hate you. That would be terrible. It wouldn't blow your minds then. But we'll see. We'll have a reaction for that as well.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
All right, yeah, but that's it for the news, right? Unless you guys got anything else you want to squeeze in.
Nah, I got nothing. That's it. I got nothing that much besides that.
All right, let's get into Loki episode 4, guys. So yay or nay?
Episode 4?
Is it episode 4? Yeah, it's episode 4.
Yeah, it's episode 4. Yeah. It's still a nay for me.
What?
What?
Dude, there's nothing really going on in this show, dude. Like,
What
kidding
bro.
the fuck?
There's certain points
How
like.
is this nay for you?
How's
I'm
it nay
sorry.
for you? I mean, how's it yay for you?
It's honestly the best fucking Disney Plus show I've watched, not including old school shit.
First off, I called the romantic shit. I told you. I called
You
it.
did. It made me uncomfortable too. But anyways.
I mean, if anybody's gonna fuck themselves, it's gonna be Loki. I don't
That's
have a problem
true.
With it.
That's true. But
let's
what
get
about
into-
y'all? Y'all loved it?
Yeah, yay for me.
It brought up a whole bunch of bullshit for me, so I loved it.
Best episode so far. Yeah, so let's get into it. Ravana's fucking secret revealed, huh?
Mm-hmm. Turns out she locked up what's her name? Lady Loki, but what's her name again?
Sylvie.
What she calls it? Sylvie. To show her take her kid form, right? She gets taken as a child.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so if you didn't know that kid, that actress, that kid, she's actually the actress that played the young Rey from The Force Awakens.
Oh, that's cool.
What?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, when she's like crying, like "oh no," because her parents ditched her or whatever. Yeah, that actress. That's the same actress. It's true. It happened, but that's the same actress. So
So in the beginning of the episode, we get a trip to Asgard, just like in Falcon and Winter Soldier. We got a trip to Wakanda. I don't know if you guys
yeah.
noticed that.
Mm-hmm.
But we got a back shot of Asgard, and we got to see Sylvie, interacting, playing with toys before she was taken,
Yes.
which is kind of fucked up. We still don't know why she was taken.
Well, she's
Yeah,
a variant, but we don't know what she was
Yeah, we
doing
don't
on
know
the
what
timeline.
she did.
I mean, she was in her own timeline, but she's only a variant because they took her from her timeline, correct?
No, she's a variant regardless. She's not supposed to be there.
Huh? Or it's just a different timeline, right? Essentially, because there's only one timeline. She's in a split off in a different timeline. That's a female Loki.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess that's not the correct Loki path that's supposed to have been taken,
Well,
or
'cause there's
From
maybe.
what I've been hearing
Well,
is because she's a girl.
Well, yeah,
That's
That's
what
what
I've
I'm
been
saying.
hearing.
Oh, I don't know. Any other path will get annihilated by the TVA. So
Yeah.
yeah. But we see Ravonna as I guess as a regular hunter.
yeah. It looks like
Yeah.
before she got her new upgrade seat or whatever the fuck title she has now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's a judge now, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we see her. She's the one who takes Sylvie, and then during like the whole judging process, Sylvie ends up like getting away and stealing her, I guess her transporter, her time transporter or something.
Which I thought was
a little
bullshit,
scary.
by the way. It's like
Well,
this
no,
little
because remember
kid-
she's the god of mischief.
Oh, okay, that's true.
So
But then
she
why is she
probably-
a judge? How could she get an upgrade? Like you just got fooled by a child.
That's what I thought too. I was like, you got your ass kicked by a child. The child got away, but yeah, you get promoted to judge. How? Like,
Yeah.
what
I
the
mean,
fuck?
we see what the timekeepers are. Just saying.
Yeah.
That's true. I guess when we get to that point.
So Mobius also questions Ravonna about C20, and she's like,
Yeah.
"Don't push it. She's dead. Her mind was scrambled."
Mhm.
So I'm thinking maybe she just fucking pruned her, essentially. Just got rid of her because she.
I
Knows
mean,
too
she
much.
had to because she was knowing too much. She was a knower.
But do you think she's really dead? I don't think she's dead.
Well, I don't know. We know what pruning is now, so
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
You don't
Okay.
know.
Yeah, you're right. I don't think she's dead.
We don't know if pruning is the same for everybody, though. That's the
That
thing.
too. Like, do they have dials on those sticks or staffs, whatever they have?
I mean, I'm pretty
You know
sure.
what
I think pruning is all going to be the same.
Okay, yeah,
We'll
I
see.
got you.
And then this sets up the story arc for what's the other hunter's name? Well, what's the actress's name? I know you know the actress's name, Robert. What is it?
Robert, what's the actress's name?
I always butcher her name. I
Just-
can't tell
well,
you.
Look, you got it. Look, you can do it, dude. You can do it. I believe in you.
Oh
I
my
think-
god!
You're
I
on the
think
spot. I'm putting you
her.
on the spot.
I'm gonna try and help him out.
It's
here.
something with an A.
It's no. It's,
B15 Wunmi
yeah,
Musaku.
Wunmi. Yeah.
Oh, there you go, Noe. Pretty good.
That's what I'm here for.
So that sets up her story arc where she's trying to find out the truth after she got her mind scrambled in episode 2. So, and then we got like we said earlier, we got Loki on not Loki on Loki action, but Loki loves Loki.
They were gonna fuck.
What did you?
know
Yeah,
they were.
basically, we end up finding the reason why there was an actual split, and they were able to find them because during that apocalypse, they basically fell in love, which was something that fucked the timeline up, which is why they were able to save them off the planet, essentially.
Yeah, what some people are saying is because they were about to make out.
Well, they love it. It was love, regardless of making out. Like Loki is in love, which is what changed that.
Okay, I got you. Fine.
Yeah.
I got you.
Just split off that whole path. We got a Lady Sif appearance.
Yes, so like they end up getting caught, and then they're held in like I guess Loki, male Loki, anyways, is put in like pretty much his own like what do they call it? Like time torture simulation?
Time simulation, yeah.
Yeah, so like he what happens is he goes through a repeated like scenario with Lady Sif, which is the same actress from all of, these Marvel movies. And she does this thing where like she shows up, she's like, "You bastard," or whatever, "You did this." And what it is she Loki cut her hair. But if you didn't know from the actual what is it mythology of Asgard and shit, in the actual books, Loki cuts Lady Sif's hair for fun. So if you never knew that, that was pretty cool. I thought that was like a cool throwback at the actual story of Loki.
I remember seeing a picture of like some girl like kneeled over with her hair in the air and like somebody cutting it. That might be the picture I'm thinking about. I don't know. But yeah, that makes
That
sense.
might be it.
Yeah. But yeah, he's in a time loop, and she keeps coming and beating the shit out of him, which is hilarious.
Yeah, like punch him in the nuts and then kicking him in the nuts.
Punch him in the face
him,
and
punch
knee
him
him in the groin.
In the nuts. Okay, we're not PG-13 here. We speak the truth here.
So Mobius catches on to Ravonna, and starts asking questions.
Yeah, which I thought was really cool. Like you could tell, like once they're celebrating, so she's like, "Oh, you look like what's wrong?" You like, "What's wrong? What's wrong?" He's like, "Oh, I'm tired. All these Lokis," but which is this, I like this part of the show where he's secretly interrogating her. He's asking her questions, but not too harsh. Like he's just like, "Oh, well, why don't you let me fucking what's it called? Interrogate Lady Loki, Sifri, whatever." I'm gonna just keep saying Lady Loki.
Sylvie.
Sylvie.
Yeah.
She's Sylvie. She doesn't want to be called Lady Loki.
Well, I just said it. Okay.
And her name is Sylvie.
So,
okay, Sylvie.
I don't know if you guys noticed too. Like every time like they go into that scene, she always has like a high school pin that she got from somewhere. I'm thinking that's where Mobius went to high school too, because she has some blue pin with like some high school on it.
I didn't notice that.
I didn't notice that either.
I forgot. I don't know what. It's like Roosevelt or I don't know, something like that. And he always signs with that pin, so you know.
Oh, okay.
But he catches on to her, so.
Yeah.
He
pretty much comes back for Loki, like, hey, like, what are you doing? Like, do you really care about Sylvie?
Sylvie?
Sylvie, do you really care about Sylvie? And he's like, pretty much, yeah, like, okay, like, you were right, blah, blah, blah. Like, but how do I know I could trust you? And like, Loki's like, you could trust me as a friend. Like, as a friend. So, there was that.
The thing, though, that Mobius finds out is he steals her time pad. He switches it out with his.
Yes.
And he goes back and he finds out, he looks back at the recording. And then he sees the recording of Hunter C-20 being investigated. And
yeah, she's like, I had friends. I was a human. Like, I had a life. Okay.
And then you see Ravonna come into the picture and like turn off the camera.
Yeah.
I kind of hated that scene. I'm not
yeah,
gonna
that was
lie.
kind of dumb, right?
I was like that typical fucking look back at the camera too. That fucked me up. I was like,
make it obvious.
Yeah. I'm like, why would you record up to that point? Like, edit that motherfucker, okay? You're telling me you don't have editing technology? Come on, bro.
Like literally, listeners, it was like she came into frame, looked back at the recording camera, and then it froze, and that was it. And I was like, how fucking generic can you get?
She wanted to check herself out, dude.
So yeah, Mobius goes back and saves Loki, and it's like, oh, like, how can you trust a friend? So you know, yeah, I don't know. I like that scene. And then they come out and they are met by Ravonna and like 4 fucking guards.
Yeah.
And our boy Mobius gets pruned.
Yeah, he gets pruned, dude. And like, I felt bad. That was the worst part. I mean, the worst part for me because I like Owen Wilson, but now we already know he might not be dead. But when they first had this dude cast in this show, I was like, what the fuck is going on here? But I actually enjoy this character the most from this whole show. Like, I like Owen Wilson in this show.
I remember since day one, you've been so wet. I've had a mop over here just to.
And I'm getting wetter.
I liked this scene a lot too because it kind of happens like really fast, and Mobius I like Mobius answers the questions from earlier in the episode. It's like, where would you go if you can go like one place? And he's like kind of pissed off. He's like, you know where I'd go? I'd probably go home to where I probably had a family, whatever, just going
Yeah.
off, and then some random fucking
I
guard.
probably had a ski jet. I probably had a ski
A
jet.
jet ski. Yeah.
A jet ski. There you go. And then she's like, prune him, and then bam, he's gone. It's like, no.
Yeah.
Okay.
The thing about this, about that scene that I loved Loki's face at the end of that scene because you can see he was hurt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you can see he felt it.
Yeah, definitely, 100%. But yeah, that was good. Mobius got pruned, and then we get a scene where, how does he escape that? How does Loki escape that? Does Sylvie come back?
Escape what?
Oh, he doesn't escape.
No, he
Sylvie-
doesn't. Like he. I'm sorry. Continue.
No, does Sylvie get captured with him? Doesn't she come back and she gets captured? Then she's gonna
Well, they're
take him.
No. She's chilling in the chair.
Yeah, she's just waiting.
No,
like,
because
in
what's her
the-
name? The other hunter took her back to the apocalypse event.
Yeah, to ask her. No, she went to ask her like what's going on, but she brings her back to the cell,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
she's
gotcha.
back.
and
So
she's
and they-
chilling, and that's when Ravonna goes in, and she's basically, hey, what's going on?
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
So I love that part because she takes him down to the timekeepers, and the timekeepers look fucking dope. What did you guys think? I love the way they looked. I was like,
They did
holy
look pretty-
shit.
I think the main one looked good, but the one with the big ass mustache, I was like, I'm not feeling this one. He looked like a walrus to me.
You know
He did the voice too.
What?
You know what it reminded me of? It reminded me of Star
Wait.
Wars.
It did. It really did. It reminded me of that
Star
one
Wars.
Jar Jar guy, the big one, the fat one. You know what I'm talking about?
Nobody watched
I don't
that.
remember his
Jabba the
name.
Hutt?
No.
Jabba the Hutt?
No, there's a fat Jar Jar Binks
Oh,
guy.
the one that goes.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, that one.
Who it reminded me of.
Anyways, they look badass and spooky at the same time. Then we get the fight in there because what's her name comes back. I keep forgetting this character.
H23.
H23 comes back after after seeing like her past or whatever, and she interrupts like the pruning of the both Lokis, and then they start fighting, and basically Lokis whoop everybody's ass. They get a
Fight
blade at
scene
the
was
end.
trash, by the way. I'm just saying.
I didn't like the fight scene either. I didn't like.
It wasn't bad per se. It
was
lacked
bad.
some shit.
It
But
was
remember,
horrible.
they don't have their powers. Loki can't really fight. Let's be honest. Sylvie can fight. Loki not so much. Not until he got a weapon, and then again they don't have their abilities. So I mean, I don't know what you're expecting.
Expecting it to be a little better.
How?
Like Loki's, they're supposed to be like stealthy and like they can fight with, like daggers. They're supposed to be a rogue essentially or a thief.
I'm saying.
Yeah,
So
that
Loki wasn't really anything until he got that blade that she threw him, and even then, Sylvie, we've seen that she has good hand to hand, so we know she can fight.
Yeah.
Yeah, fight scene was kind of whack. I didn't like it, but whatever. Fight scene is a fight scene, right?
Yeah.
Another fucking hallway fight scene. So
I mean, we get. I'm
yeah,
sorry.
No, go ahead.
I was gonna say we get to like pretty much the oh god part of the show, and well, the first
oh god.
Okay, yeah. Timekeepers aren't real. They're just fucking cyborgs.
They're just robots. But did you hear that fucking weird laugh at the end though? After they killed the first one, they were all laughing in sequence together.
Oh, okay, yeah. Okay, yeah, I got you.
Yeah, so they're there and they're on the fucking bridge or whatever, and Loki's like, "I gotta tell you something, Sylvie." I guess he was gonna tell her that he loved her or something, and then
Is that what's gonna happen?
Yes,
because I didn't know what was going on.
Yes.
You're so out of the
Well,
loop.
actually, I didn't read the article, but what's his name said what Loki was gonna say. Like he flat out said what was gonna happen there. I didn't read it though, but it is out there. Yeah, he said what was supposed to be said.
It was "I love you," right? I mean, come on, that's.
No, I didn't read it,
Yeah.
but I know that it's out there for sure.
So right
now,
when he
you
was about to tell her something, he gets fucking pruned.
gets
Our Loki
pruned.
gets pruned from the back, and I'm like,
Ravonna.
no fucking way, dude. I was like, there's no
Yeah.
way. I was like, there's no way. There's no way. We're gonna see him again. There's no fucking way. So he gets pruned at the end, and then Sylvie fucking beats up Ravonna. Or
Ravonna.
Yeah.
Doesn't kill her.
Yeah, because she wants to know what the hell's going on, you know?
Yeah,
she had, you're gonna tell me everything.
pretty much.
Yeah.
obviously Ravonna knows why the timekeepers are fucking robots.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's the question we should be asking. Who do you think's the real, like...
There probably are no timekeepers.
No, I know, but someone's running the show around here.
It's probably King.
Yeah, I was gonna say supposedly Kang is running this show right now.
Yeah, that
So supposedly.
I think it's King because he has to deal with time, right? The time they fucked with time, and now they fucked with his domain, I guess.
Yeah.
Right. So we'll see.
But one thing I was gonna say, it's that fucking clock thing, dude.
Oh, Miss Minutes.
Remember? There you go. It's Miss Minutes, dude.
You think it's Miss Minutes?
I think it's Miss Minutes.
She's an actual being, right?
Yeah, because she's an actual being, and we only got a glimpse of her, and she's not a what do you call it?
Who would be that actual being, or who's controlling that being, or who created the being?
Well, I mean, yeah,
it's Kang. It's Kang. It's Kang.
But I'm just saying that the Miss Minutes is part of it.
Check
dude.
Discord. Watch. Yeah. I honestly think it's. I don't know. They can do a lot of things. So the thing at the end that we get, right?
Yes.
We get. So Loki's pruned, and then Sylvie tells Ravonna, "Hey, you're gonna tell me everything, you know?" And then we get the scene at the end where Loki's waking up like, and we're like, "Oh shit, he's alive! He's alive!"
I think, what does he say? Am I dead or am I in hell?
Oh, I'm in hell. Yeah. Did you guys have the captions on? Because it was awesome.
It was hell. Hell, actually, H-E-L.
Yeah, H-E-L, like from Norse mythology.
Okay, I got you.
I saw that too. I fuck with it.
I was like, dope. And then you hear Richard Grant's voice coming in, and it's like, no, but you will be if you don't come with us. And then it pans over, and then we see 4 different alternate Lokis. 4.
Or I thought it was 3.
No, 4.
No, it's 4.
Old man, the one with the hammer, the alligator.
Kid Loki. And Kid Loki.
No, I thought
that was
the Kid Loki. Wait, the alligator was a Loki?
Yes. The alligator's his own. No, I'm not lying to you. It's his own Loki. There's 4 Lokis.
I thought that was like the little kid's pet.
No. It literally had a Loki crown on it.
But dude, when I saw alligator Loki, I was like, I'm sold. This is the best show ever. This fucking alligator right here, dude. But do you think that it was the alligator talking? Because that'll be cool.
Oh, dude, imagine if it was the alligator.
Because they didn't show any of them speak. I was like, it was the fucking alligator, dude.
Okay, so we get a lot of shit from this last scene.
Do we?
Yes, this explains a lot. Okay,
I had to go. I'm not gonna lie. I had to go look at some shit, and I was like, wow.
Yeah, I'm gonna get into this now because this is gonna explain the rest of how the MCU goes on. So, so Loki gets pruned. He wakes up. There's a whole bunch of other Lokis, right?
Yeah.
So something had to happen to put those Lokis there. There's only one fucking timeline now, right? There's only one timeline. So these are Lokis from other timelines.
Yeah.
Right, that are struggling to break free.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure whoever's working behind the scenes, probably Kang, only has one timeline. So what Loki's going to set up is that it's going to release all these additional multiverses and timelines with the different Lokis going everywhere because he's the god of mischief, right? And that's why they were probably going after all the Lokis, because the Lokis were going to be the only ones to release all the timelines and all the multiverses, is what I'm thinking. So for the upcoming Spider-Man movie, it's rumored that Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield are going to be in it. So people are saying, okay, so this is going to set that up because we see different Lokis here, right? We don't know where they're from, but we're speculating that it's going to be from different multiverses.
Okay.
That does make sense. That does make sense, especially because what I had read about, for instance, the Kid Loki being there, is they've also been setting up. I'm assuming maybe for, I don't know, another timeline or just to be part of the cinematic universe or something, or even a series. But they're setting up the kid versions of everything. That's why we get the Kid Loki. I didn't watch Falcon and Winter Soldier, but there was another kid that they introduced in there. So far with everything that they've made, they've introduced a child that's supposed to be significant. Like in WandaVision, the 2 twins, they're supposed to be a significant point too. So they're setting up something for the younger kids as well too.
Yeah, Young
Oh,
Avengers.
God, dude, I do not want that
Young
shit,
Aven-
dude. I do not want that. I'm
What?
sorry.
Why? It'd be fucking
Why? Why do I
awesome.
want to see kids with like superpowers? That's so like
You literally
like...
watch Teen Titans. What are you
Yeah, I was
talking
like,
about?
what the fuck? Teen Titans.
Yeah, when I was a kid.
You're
I
telling
wanna
me
see
What?
Okay, fine.
I'm just saying it could be. That's a cool thing because that's gonna bring a bunch of more young people again into the fucking cinema.
Yeah, I get that part of it. Yeah, I mean that makes sense money wise.
There's also there's a lot of stuff like there's a lot of sayings in the writing that's like chaos wants to break free, right? And what kind of magic does the Scarlet Witch use, huh? What kind of magic she
chaos
use?
magic.
Chaos magic.
Probably like some type of insane
chaos magic. I'm telling you, there's gonna be
He
something
just said it.
like the multiverse of madness and
just
chaos
said it. I'm
magic.
Just fucking with you.
So there's gonna be something with chaos magic and like portal hopping, going to different dimensions and different multiverses. But I think Loki is gonna be the story that sets that up because right now something has them all contained and there's only one timeline. But
Well, maybe that's why Sylvie. Did I say it right?
yeah,
Sylvie.
You got it. Somebody give this boy a cookie.
That's why she's a variant because maybe she's the one that's gonna break him out or help him. Maybe, right?
so there's
Well, obviously, there's gonna be some. Either one of them is gonna be sacrificed, or they're saving each other. I'm calling it right now. Either Sylvie's gonna die for Loki, or vice versa. So one of them is gonna die for this.
I like
feel
Sylvie.
that.
I like Sylvie. I've had.
You
enough
think
time
Tom
with this.
Hiddleston will die after this?
If one of them doesn't die, then they're gonna combine together. Not literally, but like they're gonna join together as force, like something.
Oh, I was like,
It's either
I thought
gonna be
that-
a great combining or someone's dying. It's one of
Yeah.
those two. Has to be.
I think
Okay, I
I think
guess
a good
so.
ending would be her reuniting with her family after so long. That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
But I am thinking at the end of this season, all the Lokis are going to team up and they're going to fucking cause chaos, and they're going to split the timeline. So that one timeline you saw is going to go a million different ways for different universes, and this is how they're going to be able to talk about, you know, the Spider-Man universe with Tobey Maguire and the Spider-Man universe with Andrew Garfield, and then the Sony universe with Venom and Mobius and all those characters. And then
Morbius.
Morbius, sorry. I'm thinking about fucking Owen Wilson.
Yeah, I'm just trying to help you out there.
And then we get like the shows too, the Marvel shows. That they, you know, maybe they're different branches of the multiverse there too.
That's true, and they did say that we're gonna get more backstory. So who knows? We may get backstories from other universe timelines. So
I
that
really,
could be what we talked about.
I really love the show. It was probably the best episode of the series. How many TVs you giving it, Robert?
This for the episode or the series so far.
The show.
The show,
the
just
episode.
the one episode.
So just this episode, this one's getting 100% 10. This literally everything that most people have been waiting for, if they've been following this, you're gonna get a lot of things answered, but at the same time, you're gonna get some things fucking questioned as fuck. So 10 for me. 10 for me.
Do that face again, Noe. Do that face again that you made. All right, how many TVs you giving it, Noe?
Only because Alligator Loki's in here, I'll give it a 7. But besides that, I was gonna give it a 5. But
Okay, Alligator Loki popped it up 10. I'll give it an 8.5. I mean, the episode was good. Fighting, I didn't like. Ravonna in the camera, didn't like.
That was one of the best parts, dude.
That's it.
God.
Other than that, like the episode was really great. It was the best one of the series. So can't wait to see more of that. Yeah. So next or this.
how many
Wednesday-
episodes are in this show? Do you
We got
know?
2 more. We got 2 more.
Oh dang, it's almost over.
They're wrapping it up. Yeah.
Hopefully it gets good by now.
Any predictions before we?
I already called him. That's what I called it already.
Okay, you called yours. What about yours?
I'm
Dan?
gonna agree with Robert. Someone's gonna die. A sacrifice, anyways.
To burst out the timeline.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I mean that's about it for me.
So the same one. Okay. All right. And then I talked about mine. All right. Well, that's it for Loki episode 4. What are we moving on to? We're moving on to his house, Robert. Okay.
Yeah, his house.
You want to start his house?
All right, so you want to start off with some nays, yays,
Yeah. Let's go ahead.
and we'll go ahead and get TVs at the end with the overall.
Okay. I'm gonna say nay.
No.
Yeah, nay.
What?
I'll
Okay.
explain more going into it.
please do, because
I'm in between. Why are you? Oh, it's not a nay, but it's not a yay either.
I can scoff at what the fuck I want to. Just saying.
Oh, excuse me, sir.
I'm gonna say a hard yay for me. This was a well done movie. I loved
Hard
it.
yay, really? Oh god.
Hard yay, dude. You loved it.
I'm about to dismantle your dream right now. Okay.
Please do, because I mean I don't see what was wrong with it.
Well, we'll talk about it at the end. Okay, let's get into it.
All right, yeah.
So you have. Go ahead.
No, I was just saying we're following. Just so you know, we're following two refugees, a couple. They're married actually. Yeah, they're married. They're married. So yeah,
They're escaping from Africa.
Yes.
So they end up. They're at like I guess you can say like a holding or a detention center where they're processing the refugees. They end up getting a house, and they basically tell them, be good. Be good, assimilate yourself, and we'll keep you here. If you have any issues, we're gonna send you back.
Yes.
And they send him to a really shitty fucking house. But it's way better than any other houses that anyone else has gotten. No one else has had other houses as big as theirs, and they had to share and shit like that.
Yeah.
Basically, once they get to the house, odd things start to happen. Like the husband starts to hear shit, and he starts to see things and notice things are a little bit off.
Can I just,
mind you at this? Go ahead.
Can I say that during this movie, right, I fell asleep 3 times. Wow. 3 fucking times during this movie. I could not stay awake. during this movie. The thing that would wake me would be the loud noises, and that's it. And then I'd have to go back and rewind like 15 minutes. But it was a fight to stay in this goddamn movie.
When were you watching it?
I was
late
sitting.
At night?
I was sitting in this chair about 4 p.m. on a day off.
Damn.
I don't understand why it was just that bad for you.
I don't know.
I don't.
Robert, redo your camera real quick. What are you knowing? What did you were you fighting to get in there?
No, I watched this movie. I had to watch it in two parts because I watched it when I got out of work. I watched it halfway, and then I watched it again the other half the next day I came out of work. Yeah. But none of it never made me fall asleep. I mean, well, I'm not gonna say anything yet to work towards the end.
Yeah,
I'm just trying to break down the movie more. All
right, go ahead, Robert.
So you start getting slight flashbacks, and then you start to see that the husband, he has like PTSD from what went on, because as they were leaving, you know the thing about Africa, it's a constant fight and wars going on amongst each other, and as they were leaving, it kind of shows that they had a daughter. Their daughter is not with them from the start, and you kind of figure out, they lost their daughter during the ride here because they had to take a boat. So at this point, you're just assuming, they lost the daughter on the way there. She fell at sea and drowned, right? So he's getting like these small visions of her. He hears like, mom, mommy, mom, like calling out, and he kind of sees things in the wall moving. So he's freaking the fuck out. The wife, on the other hand, she's kind of just like keeping the more traditional ways, and I think this is a really big part of the movie. It shows like when the husband goes out and does his thing, he's kind of adapting to the British lifestyle and becoming
a citizen more.
There's a word for it that I can't think of it right now. It's where you lose like. It's what they try to do when they colonize places. Like when they came here to the Americas and they try to reform the Native Americans.
Don't know.
What the fuck is that word called? Anyways, basically they're trying to drop his heritage, or it's showing that he's like trying to drop his heritage to form and become something that they want him to be, not where he comes from. And the wife is keeping the tradition of who and where they came from. Like that's a big aspect between the two. So he's going around, he goes to a pub and he's like hanging out with them and he sings their songs and
singing folk tales and shit.
So she's basically like, kind of like, you're losing the way. Like, I get that we're supposed to do this, but don't forget where you came from, type situation. So then he's losing his shit. They have like a badass uh dinner together, and then like I guess he's by himself and he hears shit in the walls. And as he's like going through the walls, he sees like, was it this part where he saw like the eye looking at him?
Yeah.
The first time?
But there's one thing that we passed that I just want to like when they're eating dinner together, he brings silverware to his wife.
I like that.
And she's like, all I could do is taste the metal. And he's like, oh, you'll get used to it. And it blew my fucking mind because I was like, we have been using forks, silverware since we've been born. And I was like, this is where the fucking cancer comes from. It's been right here this whole time.
My
It
God.
isn't the water. It isn't the fucking lizards. It isn't aliens. It's a fucking silverware, dude. We put this shit in our mouth every day since we've been born. This is it. My mind blew. I'm sorry. I know it's fucking.
All right, so now we're a tinfoil hat podcast.
I'm sorry, but it blew my mind. I was like, shut the fuck up. Like,
be careful, Joe Rogan. We're coming for that ass. Just saying. Anyway.
Hell yeah, dude. Fuck yeah, we're getting there.
But that's a good point. You did bring that up because at the dinner, she has everything spread out and she's picking at the food and she's using her hands the whole time, mind you. She's not actually using any type of silverware. She's using her hands, and that's when he goes and he brings the fork. He even makes a comment where he's like, well, next time let's have dinner at a table because she has everything set out on the floor.
Yeah.
So she's getting with her hands and he brings her the fork like Noe said. And she's like, you can't even you can't taste it. All you can taste is the metal.
The metal,
you get used to it. Which shows again that he's like trying to drop his heritage and, become, I don't want to say it's not civilized, but like
civilized.
Adapted to the
there you go. That's a better word. He's adapting to another way than his own.
I mean, okay, so here's my take on it, right? I was more on the guy side than I was the fucking wife side. I was like, okay, like I understand, like you're in a new fucking country, you're trying to move on, you're trying to adapt, you can get kicked out at any moment. Like, yeah, I'm gonna adapt so they can see us as we're normal, so we don't get kicked out of this country because we're in a good place now, right? We don't have to worry about freaking anything like that, like what happened to us. So I saw more of it as like, okay, like I totally get the husband. The fucking wife is being a bitch. Like, what the hell's going on?
Yeah, no, I'm with you.
I agree, but I disagree because she doesn't want to completely lose where they came from. Because yes, they are here. They're trying to blend in and assimilate themselves. Assimilate. There you go. That's the word I was looking for. But at the same time, you still don't forget where you came from, your background, your traditions. Like, still have that. Like, you can have that outside of the home, but if you're in there with your family, it's like, why not keep the traditions going? Like, what does it hurt?
Yeah.
Well, I think the main part was like, hey, we only have like a limited amount of time before like we can become citizens. Like, let's just do what they fucking do. We practice every day. We'll do whatever they want us to do or conform, so we don't look weird and we can stay here. Essentially, that's what I got from it. And I just saw like that the wife was being fucking an asshole. So,
well, we'll tag on later on because that this movie involves a lot of that. To be honest with you, the deeper meanings behind it. Yeah. But anyway, so he starts having basically crazier attacks. These ghost spirit things keep basically patronizing him, and then at one point he sees his daughter, and she has this crazy looking mask on.
That part was pretty intense. I'm not gonna lie,
dude. The part where he's looking in the hole. And I'm like, okay, there's gonna be a jump scare in the hole. The part with the bird I'm talking about,
the crow,
and then it goes back, and then the camera goes back to him laying down, and he moves his head up, and then the corpse is there, and it just like, like that part was fucking badass. That was cool as fuck because it was a jump scare kind of, but it wasn't. It was more of just like a very subtle one.
That was,
and I like how they put that.
It was a jump scare.
I like that. Yeah, I mean, I still don't know why he didn't. I thought it was well done. Like that scene right there was well done because you still got the jump scare out of the fucking thing in the wall when the bird flew out.
Okay, you want me to explain why I don't like it?
Yeah, go ahead.
The story was trash. There were no. Let me just say, there were no breadcrumbs for you during like a movie. Like there was no storytelling. It was the start, and then there was the end. So you start off. with you start off knowing very little, and throughout the movie you learn nothing until the end, until they drop it on you. Like there were no tidbits, there were no crumbs for you to follow and be like, okay, maybe this happened or maybe this happened. No, it was at the climax of the movie, like the last 20 minutes, 25
No,
minutes.
no, no, no,
is
no,
when
no,
you
no, no, no,
learn-
no. Absolutely not.
Okay,
Every flashback was a breadcrumb.
the only thing that we got that was a breadcrumb that was in the beginning of the movie is that the daughter drowned. That's it. That's the only thing.
No.
Okay.
No.
Well, name some for me. Okay.
Another part was a part with the fucking Jeep.
I remember
And the part
that.
where they're loading into the Jeep.
Yeah, that's at the tail end of the movie.
This is like midway through
Like
the movie.
literally, he's haunted for like 40 minutes without us knowing anything.
No, she even tells you about the fucking witch, the water witch.
It's just the witch.
Yeah, the witch. Yeah, just the witch.
No, it had a specific name.
Oh.
It was a person. It was a person, but I don't think there's a specific name.
Apath. There you go. It was a fucking Apath.
Apath. Okay.
It was. I think that's the guy's name, though, right?
No, an Apath is what they call it. That's what they call the witch.
Oh, okay. So it's another word for witch.
Oh. I mean, for me, okay. So for me, since we already broke it down, I mean, I'll break mine. I agree with Tony. Okay, the story for me was trash, but the visuals, the scare points, they got me. Like,
yeah,
the fucking Sea of the Dead, that scene where he's in he just sees the dead bodies in the sea.
Yeah,
that shit was cool. And the other part that got me was when the wife's sitting down on the couch and you just see everyone in the walls, their eyes just staring at her. That was the main one that fucked with me. I was like, fuck this shit, dude. Get the fuck out this house. Like, hell no.
Okay, well then I'm really curious now. I'm really curious. Okay, do y'all know about the daughter then?
Yes.
Yeah, we know about the daughter. Like,
what
yeah,
about
that
her?
was a good reveal.
That was a good reveal. I could stand by that too.
Yeah, but it was like
I wasn't
said, it was in the
expecting
last
that.
30 minutes of the movie. Like there was no breadcrumbs at all. Like, okay, so in the movie we find out that in order for them to get on this bus to get the hell out of Africa, they needed a child, right? So they can get shown some sympathy. So basically, the main character basically grabs like a kid that's next to him, some random kid, and is like, "Oh, this is my daughter here," or whatever. And they end up letting all three of them on the bus. So when the bus is leaving, the little girl is screaming for her actual mom that's running after the bus that eventually will probably fucking die. But yeah,
yo, she gets gunned down. The mom dies.
Yeah, the mom dies. She gets gunned down.
He gets killed in front of her.
Oh, maybe I didn't see that part.
Yeah,
I just saw
the
her
little
running
girl
after the
literally
bus.
watched her mom get gunned down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But at the same time, we see how much of a character this I forgot his name. Isn't it Boy or
Bull,
I forgot?
thing.
Bo, yeah, something like that. Like we see how much of I guess is the word coward the right word for that type of?
Yeah. Well, yeah, I guess you can say coward for a situation like that because he stole someone else's child to.
He was desperate to
ass.
live, so he did like something real bad to.
And then on top of that, the child ended up dying. So
yeah, he didn't. The kid ended up dying, drowning, pretty much.
Which is why they got cursed by the Apath or
witch, yeah.
Well, the whole thing, because she tells a story about how you don't she this one guy from the village, honorable guy, but he could never get anywhere, so he would steal. He slowly started stealing, and then one day he stole from the wrong person, which was a witch, an Apath. And he was cursed because he was followed by all these ghosts or whatever. So I think it was more the fact that they stole the child.
Yeah, because he had to repay the debt, if you will.
Yeah. And pretty much after that, we learned the truth, and we learned the butcher, because that's the name of the Apath, right? He has a vision, because the dad's pretty much, the husband, he's pretty much already tired of being haunted. He's like on the couch, pretty much like, I'm going to wait here till you fucking reveal yourself. After a while, he comes across a fire, and then we see, well, not clearly, but a figure looks kind of transformed in a way, and it turns out it's the butcher pretty much telling him, like, I need your flesh for the curse to be lifted.
That was a
and
cool scene, like the campfire when he goes to talk to him, and he's trying
Yeah,
to bargain with him, and then you see the two fucking piercing eyes in the back behind the fire, and that's all
that
you
was
see.
wicked.
That part was cool. I also like you said, the Sea of the Dead was also pretty cool.
Yeah.
So we can all agree that at least visually, this was a very
No,
visually
visually,
pleasing
this
movie.
movie is fucking amazing.
I personally loved everything about it, but that's just me.
Some parts are visually awesome. How much? I don't know how much this movie had in budget, but couldn't have been that
I can
much.
look it up. Just continue talking. I'll look it up.
You
I
got
got
it?
it right. Yeah, I'll look it up. Continue talking.
But yeah, basically what happens, the witch reveals itself, and the wife ends up slitting the throat of the witch, and they end up killing it, essentially.
Mhm.
And then at the very end, they're coming to review the house, because one thing we forgot to mention is they come and they look at the house, and they had saw that before the husband kind of like destroyed the house, and he kind of freaked the fuck out and went to the people, and he's like, I need a new house. And they're like, well, we're going to report you. And so they came to do their inspection, and they kind of fixed everything. And then as they, are looking around the house, this is very significant. The guy asked him, what happened, or where's the witch? And the man says, my wife killed him.
Mm-hmm.
And he tells them to that man, which signifies that he accepts the fact of where he came from by accepting that there was a witch and that he believes in those traditions. And that's why I found that to be very, very well done towards the end, because he just accepts his heritage, because he didn't have to mention anything about the witch. He could have said, my wife was crazy, this and that, or she's better, this and that. But no, he accepted, and he let them know the witch is gone now, it's dead, to show that he still had his original mindset of how the traditions were.
Yeah.
I loved it. I loved every aspect of this fucking movie.
This film cost $17 million. That's how much the budget was.
Did all of it go on CGI?
I can't find that.
Because they were in the house the whole fucking time. So
yeah, they were in the house the whole time. So yeah, I guess most of it would have to be CGI.
Yeah, I mean, you could do like the people in the wall, like just by people dressing up, So,
yeah.
Yeah, I'm guessing it's all CGI.
But, yeah.
I don't know. I didn't like the movie very much. Like I said,
Well, let me ask you then. All right, because I feel like we already covered it pretty much, right? It wasn't that long of a movie.
No, that wasn't that long.
Anything else, Robert? You want to add to this film?
Again, no. I'm good. I enjoyed it thoroughly.
All right. Okay. So that's it.
My only
Tony,
nitpick,
how many?
My only nitpick with it, right?
Oh no. I got one more thing to say. It's kind of like a side note. So the guy that plays the witch, or the Apeth, I thought he looked familiar, right? As dressed up as the Apeth, right? I was like, that man, and I know it sounds weird because he looked all fucked up and weird. I was like, I know I've seen this man before. I know it. And it turns out, I don't know if you remember that series called REC, Record.
It was. I know what it is, but I never.
We were getting the found footage.
Yeah.
Okay, at the very end, there's a really tall being that comes, and he's like all contorted and shit. That man is actually like, the way that the Apeth looked, that man's body looks like that in real life. Like, he's super thin. Like, he looks like weird like that. His name is Javier Bote, and he's the same guy from that. So that's just a side note. He's from Rec. Yeah, he's super tall and lanky. Like, fucking, he's almost like 7 feet tall in real life.
All right, that's fucking tall. But okay, then after that, Tony, I'll go with you first. How many TVs you're gonna give this film? Is Tony there?
I'm gonna be generous just because I like the art style of like the Sea of the Dead, and I loved how it like panned out in some shots. The wall people were actually pretty cool. Let's see, what else was there? What was the other shot? There was a Sea of the Dead, and what was the other one?
The one for the walls.
The dark through the ceiling.
There was another big.
The light switch.
The light switch scene was intense too.
Light switches. Where he turned them on.
There's another one too, but I don't know. But I'll give it 5.
Okay.
Like I said, I fell asleep 3 times. I forced myself to watch this movie.
feel that. That's
just-
how it was with The Conjuring.
There wasn't any crumbs for me to be like, okay. It was just like, here, 50 minutes.
You need to be spoon fed for
The
a whole
ends.
movie, though.
I mean, that's what movies are, though, right? I mean, they spoon feed you the whole time, so you can.
I like not being spoon fed because I don't know what the fuck is going on, and I want my mind to be able to fucking sit here and think about, okay, well, it could be this, it could be this. Why is this happening? I don't mind having to think.
I mean, you're thinking when you're getting told a story, though. I mean, you're like, okay, it could go this way, it could go that way, but at least you're getting story beats and you know what's going on.
Isn't that how stories are in general? Like,
Well,
for instance, Loki, we don't know what is going on. We're being fed shit, but we don't know what's happening.
But I can make a assumption on what it was, right? Like,
And
you
make an
can't.
assumption during this.
Well, what I'm saying is, like, at the beginning of this, right, when she has a daughter or whatever, like that, like that's the only thing we get is that they had a daughter, she died in the ocean, and now they're being haunted by some ghost, right? So there was nothing to be like, there was nothing along during the storyline to be like, oh, she was stolen or anything. Like, it didn't happen until the end. Like, there was nothing to like piece together the crumbs of what was going on. It was just
to be part of the beautiful reveal.
That what?
That's supposed to be part of the reveal. You're not supposed to know something like that. That's part of the mystery.
I know, but there was nothing. There was nothing. Like, it was story beat, guys getting haunted for 50 minutes, and then it shows you the surprise at the end of what happened. So it didn't keep my interest in what I'm saying. So long story short, yes, I do need crumbs to see what's going on.
Like, you like to be spoon
entertainment.
Got it.
Yes.
Yeah, spoon.
Okay. All right, Robert, how many TVs?
This is solid 8.
Solid 8. Yeah, I'm gonna give it an 8. I'll give it an 8 because the visuals. A lot of the shit really fucked with me. Story wise, didn't really care, but visuals, I could give it appreciation for that. So yeah, I'll go with 8.
The art style with the visuals is pretty fucking good. That's why it's at a 5. Otherwise, it would have been a lot lower. But those visuals are fucking awesome.
Yes.
All right, so we got our last movie of the podcast.
It just came out this week.
Yeah, it is called Tomorrow War with Chris Pratt.
Chris Pratt.
Chris Pratt today.
Is that Chris Pratt?
What did you guys think? Yay or nay?
Yay.
Yay.
Yay for sure.
I'd say for sure, but yay.
I would say yay. Okay. Yeah. It was kind of yay.
I definitely had turned my brain off. For sure.
Yep.
For sure. Especially because I'm a huge space and time buff.
And me as well. And not only
I had to. I was like, wait a minute. None of this makes fucking sense. Like, okay, whatever. Roll with it. Keep going, baby. Keep feeding me this shit. Let's go.
I'm the same way. I love time travel and space, but they even threw in fucking aliens in here. Because at first, I didn't know what the fuck this movie was. I thought it was a war movie, like, you know, like soldier fighting soldiers, like a terrorist movie. Like, when I was walking into this, when Tony was like, we need to watch this, I was like, fuck, dude, I'm not really into those type of movies. But then I'm watching, I was like, wait, what the fuck? Like, this is totally, like, unexpected. Like, it came off guard for me.
Like, I'm assuming you didn't see the trailer, that's why.
No, I didn't. I had heard about this movie.
So you went in blind. So
I went in blind thinking something totally different, and I was like, oh shit, it's totally different than what I thought.
Look, if it wasn't sci-fi or nerdy, I wouldn't tell you to watch it, okay?
That's true.
I'm not gonna make us watch some more movie, man.
Fuck, dude. I was like, what the fuck?
If you would have suggested Saving Private Ryan, I'd watch the fuck out of it.
Yeah, Saving Private Ryan's a great one.
That's a good one. Fucking 10-hour movie, but it's good. Black Hawk Down is pretty good too.
So this movie was actually supposed to come out last year, but COVID didn't, COVID and shit happened. So Paramount sold this movie to Amazon for $200 million.
Holy shit.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's why they were pulling the fuck out of this movie.
Yeah, they were pulling the fuck out of this movie.
Tomorrow I was like, damn, what the fuck is going on?
Trailers everywhere.
Yeah, like crazy.
Banners, like every website I'm on, I'm seeing fucking Tomorrow War coming up soon.
Yeah, YouTube. I'm always on YouTube. I'm just hearing Tomorrow War. And I'm like, what the fuck?
I thought it was just money out of this bit.
Yeah, I thought it was just because it was Chris Pratt, because he's Star-Lord. So
yeah, he's a big movie star now.
Yeah.
I think this movie had a lot of the right ideas.
Agreed.
I don't think they executed on them well, which is fine. I thought the acting was really good when it comes to Chris Pratt.
I was about to say,
no,
wait,
when
are
it
you
comes-
going
no,
to
I'm
general?
gonna because Chris Pratt.
Chris
So
Pratt was
Adam-
probably the best. Chris Pratt
Obviously, he outshines everybody. Like
and
like-
everybody else felt like a fucking B film.
imagine you go to a pickup game, right? And you see all these fucking nobodies playing. You see these two team of nobodies playing, and then somebody gets subbed in, and it's fucking Michael Jordan, right? And Michael Jordan is fucking outstyling all these people, fucking, scoring all these baskets and being a badass. That's exactly how the acting was in this movie. Chris Pratt was Michael Jordan.
Yeah, honestly, because like for instance, the dad, I was like, "What is this?" Like,
Yeah, the dad's totally fucking random.
Oh,
Oh
the dad,
my
I like the
God.
dad. I like the
No,
I mean,
dad.
I like that actor.
I'm talking
The
about
dad.
Did you hear the voice?
acting.
Did you hear the voice?
Yes, I heard the voice.
Look at what they need to mimic a fraction of our power.
Oh my god.
So if y'all didn't know, J.K. Rowling's right. That's his name.
J.K. Simmons.
J.K.
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 Rowling is
Simmons.
Harry
Oh, sorry,
Potter.
that's Harry Potter. Ooh, how did I get that confused? I hate Harry Potter. J.K. Simmons. He's Chris Pratt's dad in this movie.
He's fucking Jack.
It is,
Yeah, he's still jacked.
I didn't like his fucking his character.
Me either.
He also
I thought his
plays
character was worthless.
Omni-Man in Invincible.
Yes, he plays Omni-Man. He's also damn it, dude, Spider-Man. What's his name again? J. Jonah Jameson.
Yeah, J. Jonah Jameson.
Oh shit. Whoa! Completely different thing. Anyways, not Uncle Tom. Uncle Ben. Is what I meant to say.
Uncle Tom. Wow, we're all kinds of fucking up
Uncle
today,
Tom. Uncle Tom.
Wrong movie, wrong century. Anyways.
dude.
But yeah. I mean, y'all can start it. I mean, the way it
You had
started.
it? I'll have it. So we get the beginning, and the beginning is cool. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, the beginning
Opening
is kind of.
shot is literally just like people. It's raining people.
It's raining people. It's raining man.
Chris,
Hallelujah.
everybody. They're just falling, lying in a pool. Like you kind of look up, and it's just like a fucked up city. And
How
you don't know what the hell?
convenient. How convenient that they all fall in a pool. All his
Oh,
friends.
no.
Oh, I
How
thought the same thing.
fucking convenient.
I thought the same thing. I was like, wow, yeah, super low. Anyways, we'll get to that later.
I don't want to talk about
Right.
all
But- and
these
then it just-
untrained people fucking shooting assault rifles too. Like, I can pick apart this movie like real bad.
Hey, they were drafted, so
I
I
still
guess
give it a
the
yay. I
West-
still give it a yay.
That- That's why I said you have to turn your brain off. You have to. That's the only way. You can't logic this movie.
Fucking
whatsoever,
110
'cause
pound
it's not
woman just
possible.
like going at it with a giant ass assault rifle. I'm like, okay. all
I
right,
like
sure.
how the dude's like, why isn't this dress appropriate? But that guy gets a whole chef's outfit, and I was like,
That was fucking funny.
That
Like, what
was-
the fuck?
I feel like, okay, maybe it's me, but I feel like a lot of the jokes didn't fucking land for me. I don't know what it was. Like the chef's outfit, I
easy
smirked.
beat though.
I smirked at the chef's outfit, but I didn't fucking laugh. I think if I was watching with
It was
people, I would have
literally-
laughed, but I was just kind of like, I just smirked.
It was cheesy B film humor.
It was a B film, other than like the budget and fucking Chris Pratt. 100%.
So like, Nye, thanks for checking
Anyways.
us out, Cardena Boss. Thanks.
Caden
Aiden,
Abbas.
sorry.
He came from one of my old streams.
Oh, thanks for checking us out.
But yeah, we end up. Was it how many years did it jump back? 28, right?
28 years.
And after we get that scene where they fall in, we get the scene 28 years before. And, Chris Pratt, he's like trying to land some badass job. They're having like a Christmas party. Which, by the way, when the fuck are we going to a Christmas party like that? Like that's.
Oh no! I'm
that's when
sorry.
people
We're gonna
know
talk
you
about.
made it to adulthood.
Okay, first of all, like, okay, what we're gonna pick at this fucking party pisses me off. I'm sorry. This is crazy white folk
Whoa.
shit right here, dude.
Dude,
Dude, like, no, dude. I'm sorry.
I'll
real
allow
quick,
it.
let's
I'll allow
talk
it.
about what's happening. What upset you about the Christmas party?
Okay, so we're at a Christmas party. Cool, right? Cool. We're introduced to Dan, his daughter, and his wife. Pretty much that's the meaning of this scene. But there's a part where she tells Dan no one's eating my tuna Santa. And like, I was like, tuna Santa? And they show a fucking bowl of tuna, like, dressed as Santa. Like, she crafted it to look like Santa. And that shit, I don't give a fuck. There's a reason no one's eating your tuna Santa at a fucking Christmas party. Because it's fucking tuna. Okay,
Bitch, it's adorable.
Okay.
That is adorable ass dude during Christmas.
That's disgusting. That's fucking disgusting. Tuna on a fucking... It's
tuna
just
in
tuna.
December, bro. Tuna in December.
Yes.
Like, give me turkey. Give me ham.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, what? Give me tamales.
Turkey, ham, tamales, cookies, pies.
Was it random?
Was
it random? Yes. Like, who the fuck? I don't think I've ever been to any party where they're like, yeah, here's just some tuna chilling. But
exactly, that's my
point. Have you been to a party with tuna Santa, though? Tuna Santa.
Tuna Santa,
no,
dude.
Not even. I haven't been to a party where there's just tuna in general.
I'm not gonna lie though, that party was dope. Like, I was like, oh fuck, I want to be at one of those parties. That looks dope as fuck.
That's what I'm saying. When the fuck are we going to an adult Christmas minus the tuna Santa for fucking Noe? Since that just fucked with him so bad.
Like I said, white folk. Okay, we're not white. We're not white. Okay, we're not going to no Christmas party.
I'm half white.
We go to quinceañeras and fucking I don't know. Like I don't know.
Barbecue.
Soccer game and tuna Santa can go, but that party was popping.
Anyways, the takeaway, like Noe said, was you get to learn a bit about the family. The daughter's hella fucking smart. Chris Pratt learned that he used to be in the military. He's super smart. He was a bio something or another, super high up there, very smart into the science. And then his daughter, basically, he could be like, what's the fourth periodic table, blah 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 blah, and she'd be like, "It's this, daddy," because she was like on
it's
that.
It's this, daddy.
So they're all chilling, watching.
I called a lot of shit in this movie too. Like, I called a lot of this shit.
I called out shit too.
Like, I knew he was gonna meet his daughter. I knew he was gonna meet his daughter.
It was obvious.
The only thing I called that didn't happen. I'll explain later.
Like, can we? We'll get there. We'll get there.
Yeah,
all right.
Yeah,
let's get through this. Basically, the main takeaway is they're watching the game, and then a badass portal opens up.
I don't know. I wouldn't call it badass. I wouldn't call it badass. It was a portal.
It was just a portal.
It was a
very colorful portal.
I want to make a statement. It was a portal. Was it a good portal? Nah. Was it an amazing portal? No. Was it a badass portal? Fuck no. I don't know.
It was like a $500 portal. Okay. They spent no money on the CGI.
They literally, what they did is they fucking bought, you know what they bought? The remainder shit from fucking EDC with all the smoke, all the fucking blue smoke. Because there was no EDC. They needed to make their money back, so they sold them that. That's what it was.
Makes sense.
What the fuck? Oh, dude.
Bunch of blue smoke. Like, okay, and all these people like invade a soccer game, and you would think to be like, okay, where's the fucking military? Like, shit's about to go down. But no, everybody's gonna listen to these people.
You know this
movie. It's a fucking rat.
I'm hating this movie. No, I'm hating this movie. I'm talking about this movie and it's just making me hate it. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
You know they
militarize out of thin air. You can't militarize out of thin air, and they pick that specific one because they know that most people would be watching, and it's soccer, so it's more of a universal sport. So more people around the world are going to be watching it. That's why they picked the soccer game.
That makes sense. Okay.
And it's the way that's it. That's the only thing I can make sense out of it. Honestly.
I mean, America. One house in America is watching that shit, and it was the house that we saw.
Yeah, that's what I was just saying. You know, they messed up on this film because they had a whole stadium full to watch people play soccer. Like no one watched people. No,
I don't know if you've seen soccer stadiums, but they can fill the fuck up, bro.
People are real about their soccer. Literally, I've seen people get killed. Soccer. It's that serious.
Oh my god.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. They will kill you over soccer. Anyways.
Yeah. Anyways.
People come through and they're like, we're you, but from the future. Listen
we're
to
30
us.
years in the future. Yeah. I'm sorry.
We're 30 years in the future. Look at this fucking portal behind us.
Smoke and fucking lights. We love it. Anyways. Basically, what happens is they basically band the world together, and they're telling us mankind's going to be fucking goofed if everybody doesn't band together to fight this common enemy. So they enact the fucking global draft. because they can't have enough
this part
military
where I like how they got everybody on board. They're like, your children and your grandchildren need your help, basically.
Yeah, pretty much.
Like that. So they're drafting people. They're after a while, the military, they start running through their numbers because whatever is destroying us is fucking destroying us fast. We're losing people, like hundreds of thousands of people. So then they start drafting regular people, Joe Blows like us here. And basically, Chris Pratt's like, they'll never draft me, and he ends up getting drafted.
Yeah, he ends up getting drafted.
Of course you're getting drafted, you dumbass. Like, what?
Right? You're the main character. Come on now.
Yeah, it's like, you're the main character, dude.
Oh, asshole, you know what's happening. Anyway, he gets drafted, and they get like these crazy armbands on them, right? The armband helps them get through the jump portal.
Bro, these armbands. Let's talk about these armbands, bro. Let's talk about these armbands.
So basically, they're like a slab of metal that go around your wrist.
How much do you think these armbands costed? Like to make?
Like $5. I
bet Chris Pratt was like had these arms. Like, what the fuck is this?
Going from Star-Lord to putting that shit on, I was like, whoa, bro, I can see
I was like, what is this, bro? Like, it looks like a fucking $5 or... Oh, God, it looked like shit, dude.
Yeah, it looked like cardboard painted.
It looked like a dollar store, like, I'm gonna be a robot for Halloween style type costume shit.
Yeah, it was bad.
But anyways, they're supposed to keep track of your vitals, and in 7 days, if it detects that you're good, you jump back.
Yeah.
So you can go forward to the future, and it'll pull you back after 7 days.
Yeah.
While they're vetting people, though, the people from the future have, like, I guess, a database that they brought through with them. Because I don't know how the fuck else they'd have the information that they had, but it had the death certificates of the people who were going. So Chris Pratt sees that he dies in 7
years. In 7 years.
7 years. Mind you, the woman that's looking at all this, she's, what do you call her? What was her name before we knew who she was?
Oh, it was Team Rocket, right?
It wasn't. Calm down.
That's how ridiculous this fucking movie is. Okay, I'm gonna say Team Rocket. Okay.
There's a blonde girl, and she's like keeping track of everything, and you know she's very important, obviously, because they keep showing her, and she's the shot caller, if you will.
Yeah.
And he ends up going home. The wife's like, "No, we need to get the fuck out of here." They leave. Where we need to leave, she's like, "You need to go to the one person that can take it off," which we end up meeting his dad.
Simmons.
J.K. Simmons.
Yes. Dad apparently has been removing these things and getting people from the draft.
Okay, so let's talk about this, right? So when I saw this, I'm like, okay, obviously, like they're talking here, Chris Pratt's like, I needed help or whatever when they're talking about the mom and like the relationship problems or whatever, but you never helped or whatever. So my thinking was that the dad was going to take one of these fucking devices and put it on himself so he can teleport into the future to help his son out and then teleport back out.
He's partially right.
Yeah.
He did help.
That's what I assumed. I assumed he was going to grab the gauntlet and teleport there.
Yeah. But I didn't think anything besides he's going to help later on. That's literally all I thought.
Like, literally a lot of this stuff in this movie was setting up later. Like the kid with volcanoes, I'm like, there's gonna be some shit with volcanoes. Like,
yeah, I was gonna say that shit was too obvious. That I called that the volcanoes thing. Like that was so obvious, dude.
Yeah.
That kid in general was like, you can't give this kid random screen time like that for no time. You know what I'm saying? There's a significance.
Yeah, and then we find out later what it is.
Yeah. The only takeaway from that stupid scene was Chris Pratt's like, basically, fuck you, I don't need your help, I'm leaving, I'm gonna go anyways.
He has daddy issues, pretty much.
So they end up going to basic training, which isn't basic training at all. It's literally, here's a gun, here's the target, shoot the target, aim for their neck and their head.
No,
and
their neck
it's
and
just
their belly.
It's a bunch of random people, like literally random people are just like huddled together. They're given like rations. They don't go through any type of training. There's no running. There's nothing. It's not even basic training. And then he meets a random dude who they're both just super wet about science, which that guy was kind of annoying to me. I don't know about
Charlie.
I didn't really like Charlie.
That character was so fucking annoying. Like, and unfunny.
Comic relief.
Yeah, he was supposed to be comic relief.
He's supposed to be comic relief. But whatever.
But he wasn't good at it.
Yeah. No, it was just not good. It was just
yeah.
Not, like I said, no.
Her writing was. you meet him, then you end up meeting some other dude that has a tooth from the creatures, and he's been on 4 tours by now. He keeps doing his, mind you, a tour is 7 weeks, guys, not a normal military tour.
Dorian.
7 weeks. 1 week rather, my bad. 7 days. 7 days is a tour in the future. They end up getting a quick alert. One of their facilities is being attacked. They go to their first jump, and then this is where we get the beginning scene of all of them falling. It's far more brutal this time.
Yeah, it was insane. I was like, Jesus.
Probably one of the cooler parts of the movie is when they get their first jump, it's raining people, but it's literally raining random spots because there was a fuck up on the jump. And they didn't land where they're like, yeah, what happens? You're gonna land 5 to 7 feet off the ground, so prepare for that. No, you're literally gonna fall from the fucking sky onto random buildings. You just see bodies hitting the fucking buildings, walls,
and just bouncing off, and just, dude, they're dead. They're fucking dead.
They didn't even get a chance to defend themselves with their fake guns, dude.
Jesus.
And then Chris Pratt's crew happened to fall, luckily, on.
Okay, but even at that, like that part to me was like, they're falling from the sky and they land in a pool. For him to fall that high, he would still die.
Yes and no.
Like if that pool was like 12 feet, yeah, but they landed like in a 5-foot pool, dude.
Yeah, let's be honest, that pool wasn't that deep.
Well,
it's on a fucking skyscraper.
When they hit, they would still get hit by somebody else.
Yeah, that was rough.
Which that should have either knocked him out or knocked them
killed
out.
Him.
Yeah. They should have taken damage from that. But again, turn your brain off. They end up going to Miami because in the future, where their facility's at, they're all in formation. Basically, the blonde girl tells him that they need to go extract the people and get the samples out because the samples are important. So Chris Pratt's basically like, any able bodies, come with me, let's go. Yeah. And it's him, the annoying guy, and the dude with the tooth, which are literally the only 3 main characters you need to know anything about.
Yeah.
They're going, and they have like...
Everybody else dies.
I love how they know call signs out of nowhere. That blew me away too.
Oh, that's what they learned in basic training.
I was like, yeah, the basic training that lasted less than 10 minutes.
Right?
Oh my god! Like
they go to the facility and they see that the team's all strung up. They're not completely eaten, which shows that the creatures are going to be back. So the creatures eat us. Apparently, they're just basically like wild animals.
Yeah.
So they go.
Sorry, but before we get into we don't know what these things look like at this point. They're only referred as white spikes.
Yeah. Throughout their whole time that they're walking to the facility, you kind of see like literal spikes into the walls and shit.
Yeah.
So it looks like they shoot shit. You know what I'm saying? At this point, you know that they at least have a projectile.
Yeah.
So then in the facility, they're trying to leave, and then they're like, "Oh no, we're being
fuck that projectile." By the way, like I would not like to get hit by one of those.
Dude. Oh no, I wouldn't either. That's horrible, dude.
The thing in general, I wouldn't want to fuck with that thing at all.
Yeah. Okay. I'll say. So
then we get basically. Okay, long story short, we get to our first scene with them, and we actually get our first look at them. And they have these 2 tentacles, and they're on all 4s, kind of like big ass fucking dog.
Big ass mean looking cats. That's what I thought. White cats.
Yeah, I guess they kind of they
look wicked. I was gonna say like
they look fucking bad.
They look fucking intense. Like I was like, Jesus, these are scary. Fuck no, like hell no.
They look like shit. They're fucking fast as fuck. They can climb. They shoot shit from their fucking tentacles.
They can
and
swim.
They could communicate.
Yeah, they talk. They swim. They fucking fly.
They fly, dude.
They don't fly. They glide. They glide.
Okay, glide. But still, that's scary. They're flying squirrels. That could kill you.
Squirrels, yeah.
True.
Yeah, you can't really escape these things, honestly. They're like meant to fuck up any terrain type creature. Like you're not escaping these guys. You're not climbing a fucking tree. Nothing. You're not getting away. They're gonna get that ass. They're getting that ass. They're not a bear. You know, a bear could get you if they wanted to in the motherfucking tree. Anyways, they end up making out because apparently they're gonna carpet bomb the whole place.
Yes.
So they end up getting out. They lose everybody else except for those main 3. And,
which he's able to retrieve the samples too, by the way, which play a part.
Yeah. Yeah.
Those
are a huge thing. She took the samples and they grabbed the samples.
I love the part where like the fat guy and the fucking 100-pound girl are like stay behind to hold off like this.
Oh
Or,
yeah, don't
Oh,
go.
yeah, too. Yeah, I was like, yeah, right. In real life, these dudes are like, please don't leave me.
Uh-huh.
They're gonna kill us.
Like, why would they sacrifice themselves? They got drafted.
Yeah.
They have
They
no
went out
clue what
though?
they're fighting for. Like they
Yeah.
have, besides it's humanity, but like they're not like they didn't know that they were fighting for those samples, which were literally like the key to everything. So they make it back. They Boo, and he meets the blonde in person, and she's like, "Hey, my last name is this," and he's like, "Hey, do you spell that with one R or
Foster.
two?" And he's like, "Wait a
Last
minute,
names are Foster.
wait a minute,
Forrester.
I believe it was Forrester."
Forrester.
And he's like, "Hold on, Forrester.
Forrester.
Does that mean that you're?" Yep. And you find out
Yuri?
his daughter, and she's
Yeah.
like, "Yeah." He's like, "Yes, I'm your daughter in the future." And he's like, "I would have thought you would have did something in science." And she's like, "I did, but I'm in the military, and I graduated MIT, and I have all these badass credentials and all this shit. But
Well, she's a real
I didn't
bitch,
bring
by the
you
way.
here." Here we
No,
go.
no, because he's seeing his daughter in the future, and like he tries to like hold her or something. And she's pretty much like, back up, dude. Like I was like, damn, what a bitch.
So there's two reasons. There's two reasons for this. One of them they completely fucking ignored, and the other one is because of the story. The story is obviously why she couldn't feel what she did, because everything that happened with him in the future. That's the only dad she knows.
And I get that.
But
Okay.
the other aspect, which they never fucking touch on, which is what I'm really pissed about the whole fucking movie, is the butterfly effect. That never gets fucking.
You're right. You're right.
And it pissed me off the whole fucking time. Anyways,
I don't think there is a butterfly effect. Not
Has
in
to
this
be.
timeline. I just know because this is why. This is why I don't think that butterfly effect doesn't exist in here, because they're literally grabbing like grandparents and people that aren't born yet. So if they're taken into the future and they die, then these people are never born. It doesn't change the outcome of the future. See what I'm saying?
but it does.
No, okay. So let's say
So
let
then
me give you an
the
example.
samples-
Let me give you an example. So you have a granddaughter fight or great granddaughter fighting in the war, right? Her grandfather gets drafted to come into the war in the future and then dies, right? So then that whole timeline gets wiped out, correct? Okay.
Unless
so then,
they change.
but yeah.
Unless they do something.
So then it
Is
wouldn't
what they
change
did.
It wouldn't change the future, though, is what I'm saying.
It would change the future.
Not for them.
If not for the present, it doesn't change.
Yeah, it doesn't.
Okay,
So
but it doesn't.
that person is no longer going to exist, the one that's in the future, right?
Yeah. So what you're saying is they had two split timelines. Is what you're
Yeah, I
saying.
was gonna say it's gonna be one of those like there's different timelines.
They never said butterfly effect. Like they never explained it, and that's why. Like the whole premise
That's
of this
what I'm
movie.
saying.
Yeah, that's what Robert's saying.
It's a timeline based thing. Then in that point, it's a different timeline, but it still should be butterfly effect. Because so it's like Trunks.
You can't butterfly affect the future, though. Do you get what I'm saying?
Trunks. It's like Trunks. When he came and he fought Goku Black.
Okay.
It's a different timeline.
Yes.
I get that. But I'm just saying it doesn't I don't know. I didn't like it. I didn't like the way that they handled their time travel. Didn't like it.
Well, they didn't set any rules to it. That's what I didn't like about this movie is there weren't rules for things. Like go back in time, aliens are attacking. They didn't explain how they went back in time. They didn't explain the rules and how it works. But
at the very least, they could have jumped back and been like, okay, to save your timeline, because this is the future you currently see, you need to do this. None of that was ever said or explained.
Yeah.
We jumped from the future to the past, and we need to save the future by you guys helping us. And it's like it's the same timeline. You know what I'm saying? If you don't know about split timelines, if you don't know split timeline theory, then you're gonna think it's the same timeline. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, yeah, I understand.
The minute they go back in time, it's now a split timeline.
Just like it, I don't know. I don't like the way they handle time in here. I don't.
I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying.
They
didn't touch it at all.
They didn't touch it at all, and I don't think they're from the rules they showed us. I don't think there was a butterfly effect, because the whole premise of the movie is come get your grandparents or or your parents so they can come fight in this future war. But if you're not born yet, then that would erase you in that timeline, essentially. And that's what the butterfly effect is. But that's not how they handled it.
Yeah,
That's why they were looking at the death certificates too. Because what would that matter then at that point if it's a different timeline? If the certificates, what was the significance of that point?
I have no idea.
And look up if they were
Address it.
gonna die or not. That's what I'm saying. Like, oh, the way that they handled time in here was fucked, and I did not like that.
Yeah, it left me scratching my head, but I was kind of like, all right, just turn off the brain, move forward.
Turn it off. Anyways, basically, you find out it's his daughter, and she's like, we found a way to kill the males, but we can't find a way to kill the females. So those samples we need those because it's a toxin.
yes.
We need to catch the female and figure out how to do it. So they end up going to a den. I'm assuming that's what that thing was, like a den from where they were. They had a female down there, and they're trying to capture her and take her in. A little fight breaks out. You know, the women are more fierce. They're far more aggressive and than the males.
And the males will do anything to protect them. So remember that, like,
yeah, they'll die for the females.
Yeah,
they're really aggressive to get.
It's kind of
back to.
like a beast situation, like with the queen.
Yeah.
So a fight pursues. They end up obtaining the female though. While they're like trying to capture her, she's calling like all these males to come help fight.
And that's when we learned that they could glide. And it's like, oh shit.
Yeah, they're like trying to take off in a helicopter, and they're jumping off cliffs, and their little fucking meat flaps are opening up, and they're gliding through and shit.
But yeah, point of that was just we caught the female, so
we end up going to their research facility in the future where they're at. It's like in the middle of the ocean. So I'm thinking, oh fuck yeah, they're good. Like they're safe here. That's a smart move.
You know what ended this movie? If they just fucking nuked Russia. Like, what are they doing? Like, they should like.
Can not start war on fucking Twitch, please?
No, like in the movie, I'm saying, okay? Like, all these fucking aliens decimate Russia. Like, what do you think is gonna happen? Like, obviously, everybody should nuke Russia. And then guess what? There'd be no more of these fucking things. You'd be all right.
They didn't know that's where the origin, or they knew that it was there, but they didn't know when.
That's all I'm saying. Like,
no, they didn't even know where. Actually, they didn't even know where.
They knew it started in Russia, is what they said.
Yes.
That's how they know to go back.
But yeah, we're back at the research facility. Pretty much just scenes. They knock out the queen with what I forgot, but she's knocked out. Bitch is asleep.
Yeah. They have to drug the fuck out of her with some really
and
medication like every hour.
And she has a shitload of chains, like heavy fucking chains, just holding her together.
Yeah.
Then they have a moment, Chris Pratt and the daughter,
which I didn't care for. Let's just throw it out there.
She was basically like, "I want you to be there," and he's like, "I'm that's not me. That's not the father I'm gonna be." Type shit.
Yeah, pretty much.
You see, he has like 21 hours left, and then guess what, dude? Oh, they're all coming for the queen. So you get like a fucking millions of these creatures like swimming through the water coming. Which
that looked cool as fuck.
No,
I had a problem with that. But just before we get there, she figures out, she gets the toxin match. That was pretty much moment of the scene, and the queen wakes up.
Yeah.
And the queen calls for, her backup, and that's where I have a problem with this, because she literally wakes up and screams, and they're already outside the facility. Because to me, I was like, what, were they already swimming there? Did they follow her scent? And like they just happened to be swimming around, like that bothered the fuck out of me. Like I'm serious, like they were just already there. They're in the middle of the fucking ocean.
That was some World War Z shit, dude. All those.
It was.
Yeah.
World War Z mixed with A Quiet Place. I was like, that shriek must have been loud as fuck for those things to pick that up.
But just to get there like that, though, do you get what I'm saying?
I think it was.
Tell me I'm
scent.
wrong.
I think it was more the scent is where I got. Like I was.
They had been following for a minute.
Yeah.
And then they heard her scream, and then they're
okay, fine. I'll go with that. I'm just saying that.
Dude, okay. So I don't know about you guys, but my tower defense kicked in once I saw this, like all these things running at it. I was like, dude, okay.
That shit was cool. I'm not gonna lie. I was like, dude, these people are fucked, dude. There's no fucking way.
Dude, it's the same thing. I was literally like, dude, set some turrets up here, put a little flamethrower tower here. I was like, fuck yeah.
I was like, okay, you got the
dude.
first wall. You get these fucking drones that are just shooting them down, reducing them. And then you got them jumping into the water. There's not that many of them. And then they're getting shot out of the water. So there's not that many coming at you. Like, that had a good thing set up.
Our move would have been to electrify the fuck out of the second barrier. Just saying.
Oh, yeah. They could have
I had
electrified
a, and there, so like, we're following the daughter and the father trying to get away. We learn why Chris Pratt's important because he's the one who has to take the toxin back to his time, so they have enough time to actually manufacture it and then kill the things, these aliens, before they become, they start the war. But I had another fucking problem with this scene because where the fuck did that ship come from?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
That was the most randomest shit ever. Like I was like, wait a minute, like where whose ship is this?
It was a cruise liner.
It was a cruise liner.
It wasn't even a military ship. It was just a fucking cruise liner.
I quickly dismissed that because I was like, okay, maybe they just salvaged this ship to have there or something like that.
No, dude,
maybe, but
yeah.
that bitch was on fire and it was going directly into the main fucking portal place, like the place where they jump. I was like, what?
So at the end here, the best part of this part is the end shot, right?
Yes, this end shot was amazing. I love this end shot.
It was fucking dope.
Robert?
Basically, the female ends up finding the daughter because the female just, for some reason, remembers that you fucked my shit up. I'm coming to kill you.
Yeah, pretty much.
Go and attack. And as they're going, Chris Pratt, they fall off. It's the traditional. I'm gonna grab your hand. You're gonna grab mine. And then like I'm not gonna let go situation. And then she's basically like, this is done. Like this is over. Save the future. And Chris Pratt's like, no, I'm not going to let you go. And then she ends up letting go and they're falling. And mind you, the 7 days, as soon as the wristband realizes that you're still alive, it automatically jumps you. So she's falling along with the
queen pulling her down to the ocean. Time,
all the little males are like building a bridge, like a fucking thing to get to the queen. On the other side, Chris Pratt's like on edge. He jumps after his daughter and it's a slow-mo scene. You can see all this happening at once, and then his wristband pops off, and it pulls him back, and he jumps back to the past.
Yeah.
It was an amazing scene. Everything's blowing up.
Yeah.
The creature forming underneath the queen to catch her before she falls into the ocean, and Chris Pratt's daughter is going to be... Literally, the only thing I thought about is she's going to get fucking torn apart.
Oh, yeah, dude. She got ripped apart, dude.
As soon as she hit that mountain of fucking those aliens... They ate her up.
Do you think that the movie could have ended here? With him just going
It could have.
Right there.
It would have been good, and then they could have made a part 2.
No. Doesn't need a sequel.
No, please.
Well, if we... No, because...
I would have been fine with, we have the toxin. We can do this. Or some shit.
Okay, you're right. You're right, yeah.
Black screen and okay, cool. Because the movie was hella long for no reason.
Yeah, it was a really long movie.
Yeah, I think it was like 2 hours or something like that.
It was like 2 hours. Yeah, 2 hours.
I think also like they could have cut it. They could have cut it down. Definitely, they could have ended it there, and they could have explained more in the beginning and just had that ending. But we get like this second fucking climax scene.
Story. Yeah, it's like honestly, it's a mini story. It literally is.
Yeah, I think it's probably the best part. I think it was the best part of this movie, probably.
Basically, they're like, okay, we need to go to Russia, but we need to figure out why. And he actually goes to, what was that guy in office? He was some type of political guy,
Secretary
and he's
of Defense.
We need help to figure this out. And he's like, I'm not helping you because I'm an asshole. And I'm like, dude, he literally went to the future, and he's telling you that he has a way to stop this shit, and you're just gonna be like, I'm not spending resources on this shit.
Yeah, I thought that part was stupid. That was stupid. Like,
literally, like. The world's gonna be decimated, and you're worried about spending fucking money at this point. Like, come on.
Yeah. That's the whole movie.
Chris Pratt ends up putting a band of fucking together, and he finds Charlie and the Tooth guy, and he ends up getting his dad, and they end up going to the Volcano Kid, and they're like, "Where could you possibly get volcano ash from Russia?"
Because they find the under the fingernail, they find volcanic ash from some China volcano. So they're like,
Yeah.
well, you know, where did it come from? How did it get under the thing? I don't know. Let's go ask the volcano expert. I was like, oh, here it goes. It's his time to shine.
Yeah.
And then we get what's his name, Charlie. Like, I would so like to be this kid right now. I wish I had this
I was
moment
like,
in high
I
school.
would have loved it. Yeah, that was the only part where I thought was kind of funny. 'Cause I would have loved something like this in high school. I was like, shut up, Charlie.
Yeah, shut up.
Shut up. Shut up.
But they end up finding the location and they go. And I don't know how they knew about spaceships too. That fucked
Yeah,
me.
okay. I was just about to say
I
that
was like,
too.
did
Like,
I miss something somewhere? Because I was like, when did they know about spaceships?
Who?
Everybody, because they're like, we need to go. We need to find the spaceship that landed here.
yeah.
And, da-da-da. And I was like, wait, when did they talk about spaceships at all?
Because they were.
No, I
Did I
agree
miss
with
something?
Robert.
Well, it's because they called them aliens, and they said they came out from Russia, right? They don't know how they got there, what time they came out, or anything like that.
But why would you assume spaceship?
So I mean, that
Because
would
these
be-
things weren't smart.
Yeah, but that'd be
Yeah,
the only way
these
you
things
can get
not
there if they
intelligent.
were alien. Is-
Do you remember Quiet Place? It was a fucking meteorite, baby.
Yeah, but that's fucking stupid. Like a meteorite carrying all these things. Come on.
That makes more sense than these wild ass beasts flying a fucking spaceship.
I have
Well,
no.
no.
It wasn't wild beasts. You didn't catch the fucking aliens in the front driving.
No. Well, that's the point.
I'm saying
That's not his
before we did
point.
that,
Oh, okay.
before we
He
did
said
that,
before, and this
I
is where
was-
I agree.
I was thinking that too, but I was like,
before they never once ever, not one time, do they mention a spaceship until they
Yeah.
get to the point of blowing shit up. And they're like, yeah, there's a spaceship. And I was like, wait, what? Like, did I fall asleep somewhere? And what the fuck just happened? And then
Well,
they find the spaceship.
Okay,
Cut-
but
Why did they brought a buzzsaw? So how the fuck, you know what I'm saying? Like, why
brought a
were they so
buzzsaw.
prepared to go to the spaceship? And I was like, at what point did we learn about a spaceship?
yeah.
I don't know. That fucked me up. Anyways, they go inside, they get in, and you see like a cockpit, and there's aliens that kind of look like the beast things. And they're just
more
dead,
reptilian.
upside down.
They're more reptilian. They're like humanoid, and they're in the cockpit for this spaceship, and
They
basically
hit us with
they crash
like-
landed like they weren't supposed to land.
they
there.
crash.
well, that was my point.
They're
I
basically militarized, essentially, is what they were getting at, but not against us. They weren't initially there to get us, or so they said.
Yeah. It was just an accident, basically, that they crashed
Yeah.
there, and it thawed out, and these things were able to get out.
yes.
Mm-hmm.
I loved when
So
they
they
went in
find-
there. I loved when they went in there, and like they were in those pods, and they started opening, and then they were having the whole file, whatever, and then like run around the corner, and they see the entire fucking ship that has just like fucking thousands of these things.
It's
Pods
a
that are just
colony.
opening. Yeah, it was like a colony.
It's a car. And then she's like stays back to fight them, and I was like, what? What the fuck are you gonna do against 1,000 of those things?
The queen
I was like,
escapes.
what?
The queen escapes, right? The only one to escape before they fucking detonate the whole
They
ship
blow the whole
They
motherfucker.
blew up the whole
Yeah.
fucking ship. Yeah.
with fucking C4. Yeah, like 1 bar of C4.
Yeah, like that's when they.
Oh yeah. That reminds me. When they set the fucking charges, when did they do that? 'Cause
Yeah.
again, I don't remember them setting up all like when they first blew it up. I was like, all right, cool, whatever. And then that second wave of explosions.
Yeah,
like,
like when
what-
they
what the
first get
fuck? When
there.
it-
Yeah.
So fucking many. I was like, was this pre-planned?
It
or
was.
what?
It
Anyway.
was. They cut that scene because it was too long, you know. So Queen escapes with like a lot of other little ones, and the dad and Charlie are waiting outside, and we get Charlie with the buzzsaw scene, which is
Yeah,
fucking.
Charlie does the buzzsaw scene.
Yeah, he can't do his turn. And he's like, I need you, Charlie, I need you, Charlie. And then he comes out of nowhere with the fucking buzzsaw and kills one. He's like, I got one. I got one.
And the Queen escapes, so Charlie and the dad go after the Queen.
Yes.
And so Chris Pratt comes out, then the ship explodes or whatever, and then Chris Pratt runs out to find out where they are. They end up fighting the Queen.
And then him and his dad fight the queen.
That was pretty cool. I like that fight. That was pretty cool.
I thought it was cool when they put the toxin in her arm and she like immediately just shoot her hand off.
Yeah, I was like,
I was
that's
like,
fucking sick. That was badass.
It was MVP. Even when they injected her face, she was even ripping her fucking face off.
Yeah,
I was like,
yeah.
"Fuck
I was
no."
like, oh shit, like she's gonna kill her. I mean, she's gonna rip her face off and still fucking be in this.
Yeah, it was. I liked it. It was
Fighting
pretty cool.
it, and they injected it, and they killed the last of it.
Yeah, they kill the queen pretty much.
Die.
And then at the very end, the Secretary of Defense takes all the credit.
Yeah.
And he's like, I put together a team of badasses to go stop the fucking invasion and da-da-da. I did this, I did that. Bitch, you didn't do a damn thing. You said
then-
no.
And then at the end, he's like, Mary, this is your grandfather. She goes and gives her
Yeah.
grandfather
Oh, yeah.
Didn't give a shit about that either.
credits.
It could have ended right when they killed it, the monster. The alien, I'm sorry.
I'm not gonna lie.
Damn, they don't get a pension?
I could have waited to watch this movie for tomorrow, you know? Jesus.
Yeah.
You were just like, fuck Spiral. Fuck Spiral.
Fuck Spiral.
Tomorrow.
You know what?
Yeah, I
don't
know.
care
I was
about
like, oh
Spiral.
god.
I want to
Guess
see
we're
it.
watching tomorrow.
So next week we're doing Black Widow. Loki episode
Oh
5.
shit, that's coming out?
Black Widow,
That's this
baby.
week?
That's this week.
Oh shit.
Loki.
Loki.
You got something in the chamber, guys? Something else?
I don't. Unless Robert does.
We can come up with it later if we have to, but
Okay, but for sure Loki and Black Widow, right?
for sure Loki and Black Widow.
Black Widow.
Black Widow. It's been a long fucking day.
Yeah.
Next week that we're gonna be talking about, and then we'll throw some movie that we come up with in there. But yeah, that'll do it for this episode. Thanks for watching, guys. Yeah.
Yeah, thanks. Click, Robert, click.
Yeah, click.
Thank you.
Click,
Yeah.
click the top.
But
Thank you guys again for coming by, especially you today, Kaden. You're MVP for coming and see me.
Yeah, Kaden, you're MVP.
Appreciate you.
All right, guys.
Hopefully, I get everybody
We'll
else from my
see
stream too.
We'll
so.
see you next time. For Robert,
Yeah,
Noah,
thanks
and
for watching
Tony,
us.
Bye.
we out of here.
Late.
Later.
Later.